Have you ever wondered how to add subtitles and captions to your videos, just like you can see on the screen now? Well, sometimes the problem is these video editing applications will charge you credits each time you do this, and then credits run out, and then you have to buy more, and there's a continuing cost. In other cases, you might have to buy an application that just does the captions, whereas you want everything in one place. Well, the good news is I'm going to show you how to easily do this using Camtasia, which is my go-to screen recording tool. Even better, if you're a technophobe and you don't feel confident with your video editing, then don't worry, this is ridiculously easy. Let's dive in and take a look. Okay, so it's important to note that this feature, Dynamic Captions, is actually part of Camtasia 2024. So if you've got an older version, you're not going to have this feature, so just bear that in mind. Now I'm just going to open a new project and show you exactly how easy this is. Now the first thing we're going to do is import our media. Now I've just got this intro file which has just come off the camera. I'm going to click on the file, then click on open and import that into the media bin. Now, it doesn't matter if you're using a video file or just an audio file, this will work. So if you're a podcaster that only records the audio, don't worry, it's exactly the same process. Now I'm going to take that file, I'm going to drag it into the timeline and add it to that track there. Now what I'm also going to do is just drag this up a little bit and just make this a little bit more visible with what we're doing. It looks a bit skewed and a bit stretched there, but it'll show you exactly what we're doing. Now, again, you need to be using Camtasia 2024 for this feature. But if you click on captions on the left-hand side, this is going to give you these dynamic captions. There is the older way with closed captions. We're going to ignore that because that doesn't do anything that we want it to do. Instead, we're going to use these dynamic captions. Now, you'll notice that there's different stylings in here. You've got, if you hover over it, it'll show you a preview. But you've got different fonts, you've got different colors. You've got highlights of words or highlights of kind of the entire sentence. There's different styles. Don't worry about this. We can customize all of this in a moment. So I'm just going to choose this one. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to click and I'm going to drag that down and just leave it on top, on that track on top of the video that we want to transcribe. And you can see this little busy symbol here. That shows that the Camtasia is currently trying to transcribe that file. Now you'll notice it didn't match up the length, like the clip length. That's fine. We can just like any other file, we can just drag that in and stop and just make it match this. Now when it's done, you'll see this purple bar and it says there, once I've clicked on it, it said zoom in to edit transcript timing. Now what that means is that you can actually, if I zoom in, you can actually see the words. So you can see it's coming up now. When it's like this, for example, it's there's too much information there. It can't show you. The words would all be overlapping. So the more we zoom in, the more you'll see the actual words that I said. So that should give you a better idea, really. And if I just move the kind of the play marker along a little bit, if I just drag that, can you see how you've got the captions and subtitles there on screen? So the first thing I'm going to show you is how to check the accuracy first of this transcription. I've got quite a strong Northern English accent and it will definitely have got some of my words wrong. But we can easily correct that. So I'll show you how to do that and then we'll go back and check all the styling as well and get it to look like you want it to look like. So I'm just going to click on the track itself and you'll notice when I click on that, you've got this part at the top here where it shows you all of the words. So you've got the individual words within this purple timeline bar, if you like, and then you've got them on here. So some of these are really obvious, but what you can do is you can just press play and just follow it along if you wish. That's all absolutely perfect, to be honest. I can probably browse through and just see if there's any issues. Let's just say that the word video was wrong. It isn't, because it's actually transcribed it perfectly there. Let's say it was wrong. You can either click on the word here and type in what it should be, and I'm just going to make this up. So we could change that to footage and you'll see it's changed on there. It actually bounced it onto a new line and that's because the length of the line, if you like, was too long. We can manually override any of the words in here and I'm just going to change that back to video because that was accurate. You see it's gone back onto that line. Now another thing to notice is on this purple bar, you'll see it usually lines up with the little audio peaks within your track. Now, let's say that there was a little bit of lag or for any reason that the word was put in the wrong place. What we can do is you can just click on this word on the purple bar and you can drag it left and right and you can just delay when that's going to appear on screen. So I'm just going to zoom out a little bit because I feel like this is a little bit in my face and I don't want to check all the words. We've done that now. So we've checked the accuracy. Now what we want to do is change the style. So I'm just going to click on this box and you'll see that this box can be moved around if you click and move. That yellow line there in the center, that yellow line is showing you that it is central to the window, if you like. Now I'm happy with where the positioning is. Generally we put them kind of in the middle. Now, on the right-hand side, in the edit box here, there's a little A. So if you've created themes, you'll have some themes in there. But if you just want to change things individually, you can change the font. So let's do that now. Now, I like Anton might be too narrow. I'm going to go with Anton, actually. So Anton, I'm happy with the size of it. Stroke is basically like the outline. So at the moment, it's using a black outline. Now, if I make that bigger, which I'm going to. Opacity is of the actual stroke, so I'm going to leave that as it is. You've got the alignment, spacing, vertical, horizontal. You've got various different things in here, but we want this dynamic caption. If we scroll down, we get this dynamic caption option. Now, highlight is, see this blue box? It's a little bit out of line at the moment now because I've just been changing things, but that blue box is showing you what it's going to highlight. So you can either turn that off completely or put it on per word. Now I like per word. I think that works really well. And again, word color. So the fill is the highlighted word. So if we change that to, let's say, you'll see it's just the highlighted word that changes. I'm going to reset that back again because I'm going to leave it on white. And again, you can put a different stroke around the word. You can change the opacity. So what this does is you've got future and past. So future words, you can actually just grey out slightly, you know, to show that they're not kind of in play at the moment. So we'll actually do that. We'll leave that slightly out of, slightly more opaque, if that's the word. Then we've got this word background. And again, let's change that to something garish like that. That's nasty. Let's go with that. And then you've got the scale. So if you actually want a bigger box around it, you can change that scale. Radius is whether the edges are curved, which we're going to curve them like that. And time is how quick it goes off. And you've got a few other options there around the easing, scale, glow. Again, these are like the appearance in the animation. So if I put that glow up, you can see you can't even read the word. So let's turn that off. Now you can split the captions by sentence. And again, you can put a different background on. So if you want a background on everything, and we just have to increase the opacity. That puts like a grey box around the entire thing. I don't particularly like that, so I'm just going to reset that back. And transition is if you just want to put any animation around it, which I don't. So let's just see what that looks like. So I'm just going to press play and let's see what that looks like. Okay, so I like that. The only thing I would say is that the box kind of runs over a little bit. So let's just see if we can change that. I think it's probably to do with the spacing between the words, to the letters, sorry. So let's just zero that out. That should hopefully work a little bit better. And I'm just going to take that stroke size down slightly. There you go. So I'm going to go with that. So now we've changed the style of the captions. Now, if you wanted, you can save that by clicking on this plus sign. And let's just go call it John style, because that's the most original thing that comes to mind at the moment. And then on the, seeing this captions box here, we've now got this John style. So we can reuse that for the next time so that they're consistent for each video that you create. Now I'm happy that that's done. So we can export that video and that will save these captions. Now let's just say that you only wanted your captions to show in certain parts. Then that's pretty simple, to be honest. All you need to do, let's just decrease the size of these, because I've made it a little bit messy when I went a bit crazy before making that massive. So if you just wanted, say, the first 10 seconds to show captions, then you can just use this this clip, if you like, this dynamic captions clip, and you can just drag it across and cut it off there. And you'll notice if I just drag that along, you've got captions, then your captions stop. Let's say you want to start them again further down, then we can just right-click, copy, and paste. And again, they will kick in again there. So wherever you put this dynamic captions box where it's transcribed, it will then add your captions. I told you that that would be ridiculously easy, but let me know what you think in the comments below. And is there anything else that you would like to learn about Camtasia?